Yo, what's up guys, this is Marilli here and welcome to my channel. And you already know we're going to be talking about which is better, book farmer or gold dungeon farming. Because you know, Global is finally going to get the QOL update, so I might as well make this quick video just to explain like which is better or not. And obviously the answer is going to probably be gold dungeon, just because of the 20% chest boost you're going to acquire, and also the ability to get UR chest, SSR chest, and SR chest. Now, a lot of people went with book farming just because it was just a lot convenient to do that instead of gold dungeon, just because you had the gold dungeon keys, and it was kind of hard to acquire those keys because you most likely needed like you basically needed to have like stockpile your keys or something like that, or you needed to use your coins, which a lot of people wasn't going to do that just because they're going to use their coins on like AP pots, your characters. And it was just hard to like get a lot of gold from this golden keys. But now they have it with, you have AP for it. So you usually want to try to do this on like half AP, so you can be 24 instead of 48. Now if you're a whale, you're pretty much not going to care, but I recommend if you're a whale that want to preserve your AP pots, then obviously go for a half AP, which happens like what, twice a month or something like that. I know a lot of people like usually don't even care about half AP just because they have like thousands of coins ready, just sitting there ready to just the farm. Basically we're going to talk about the teams as well. As you can see, this is kind of like my favorite team I like to use just to farm up. You don't have to use, if you don't have Lost Vein, you can use something like Hauser. You're really dependent on using AoE units. Now you want to use, you have your team pretty much have like full on attack pretty much. You got Green Gother with attack slash crit damage, Kyo with attack slash crit damage, and Lost Vein as well with attack slash crit damage. You want to use Green Gother just to increase your attack related stats pretty much, which means your crits going to hit a lot harder. Your attack is going to be way higher. Now you want to use Rid Jericho in the back, just increase your attack related stats on your Rid units by 10%. You can use Death Pierce if you want to, but I find that trying to use a mono team is a lot better for you, but it doesn't matter. A lot of people might be asking, yo, can I use Rid Gother instead? For farming, you really don't really care about Green Gother or Rid Gother. Obviously Green Gother is going to be a lot better just because his passive is easier to activate and use, while Rid Gother is just based on attack, and it's going to be hard to use, especially if you get accidentally attacked for somehow or some reason. You're not gonna probably crit as much and do as much damage, but you can use that if you want to. Like, you're just farming, so it doesn't really matter. Like I said before, you can use something like Hauser if you don't have Lost Vein or Kyo, or just try to use another AoE unit. You can mix and match if you like to. I wouldn't recommend trying to use Pierce, just because Pierce is very slow and you have to deal with Blue Melody debuffing a lot. Now there's another team that people really like to use, which is mono green as well. You have Shin, and you also have Demon Henderson with Green Gother with Alioni in the back. As you can see with Henderson, he's pretty much going to debuff the enemy a lot, which is going to cause like after damage pretty much at the end of the turn. And you also got Shin, who has a weak point AoE card, which is pretty nice, and he also can rank up the hands of your allies if he attacks 3 times in a row. Or not in a row, but like 3 turns in general, because it resets and all that good stuff. And you also got Green Gother to increase your attack related stats. So it's gonna be pretty nice if you use this type of team. Now I would probably recommend just using either red or mono green, depending on you. Like I said before, you can always mix and match if you want to. You can have Shin with Lost Vein with Green Gother. You can have Demon Henderson with Lost Vein with Green Gother. But mono teams are probably your better option to use if you're gonna try to farm, just because it's a lot faster and easier to do. You don't care about your dupes or anything like that. I'm pretty sure someone gonna be like, yo, can you use Sariel? I guess you can. I mean, Sariel has an AoE, but he has a single attack card as well. But it all depends on you, how you want to farm, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people already have Lost Vein just because of so many festivals. But if you don't, you can use something like Hauser, Shin, Demon Henderson. I'm also going to do some test runs with this so you can actually see it on auto. So let's get into that. All right, so let's see this on auto. Gonna be pretty nice. Got a nice hand right now. Like I said before, Green Gother is gonna increase the attack related stats pretty much. Go for the AoE, pretty nice. It's not like he's building up his crit already, and this should get rid of those two right here. Clean, especially since we're using Sariel. You want to make sure that your main DPS unit is using Sariel, of course. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah. I mean, if you have Sariel, to be honest. And this is where the phase right here gets a little trickier, because you never know what you might get with your hand or what the AI might do. He might rank up right here. I don't know if he's gonna have my Lost Vein use an AoE with the rank up, but let's see. Or Kyo. So let's see. And perfect. Clean run right here. And you see how fast that was. Bow. That almost killed him. If I had UR gear, that probably would have killed. Yeah, I'm just using a regular gear for that guy right now. Lost Vein is the only one with UR gear, to be honest. He's using attack slash crit damage. Like I said before, you want to make sure everyone has attack slash crit damage if you're going to use Green Gother. If you're going to use Red Gother, then it's going to be a little tricky to crit. So I'll probably say you just use Lost Vein with the attack slash crit damage if you're going to use Red Gother. Alright, so this time we're going to try this with Hauser, with Lost Vein, and Green Gother with Jericho in the back. Like I said before, it doesn't really matter what you have as a middle slot as long as it's an AoE DPS unit, because DPS is going to make the farming a lot faster. Like I said before, you can also mix and match if you want to. It doesn't have to be somewhere related where you're using 2 red units. You can use Shen if you want to replace a DPS. You can use, I don't know, Sariel if you want to. It all depends on how you want to farm. Obviously, these units are going to be a lot faster than a non-AoE type of unit, so keep that in mind. All right, so this time we're going to use Hauser. Let's see how this goes. See how it's going to be pretty nice. Like I said again, Hauser going to be pretty good for you because he's using AoEs. Okay, and he's not using UR gear, so keep that in mind. He's just using somebody else's gear. And he's going pretty fast with it too, so he's gonna probably use up all Lost Vein cards right here. Okay, just one. So next turn he's gonna start to rank up his hand, just because we saw this last time with Kyo. Obviously Kyo's gonna be a lot better just because the ignite start off, but it's still fine. So let's see how this goes. Okay, is he gonna use the AoE? Let's see. Okay, he started off with his AoE and not Hauser, which is a problem, but we'll take it. And silver card. Oh, that was so close to killing. Sorry. Whew. That was so close, but as you can see, it's still fast. It was close though. Obviously he didn't use Hauser card, which has probably been a lot better than using Green Gother, but it's still fine. That's how RNG works sometimes. And now we're going to try to use mono green. As you can see, using Hauser was still a lot faster and still pretty good. I don't know if you guys want to see Red Gother with this team, but I'll try that as well probably in this video. Okay, so you're sitting at home, sad and depressed that you didn't pull Green Gother, or you started it 7 Deadly Sins late and you couldn't get Green Gother. So can I use Red Gother? And we're going to try that out and see how fast it will actually be. Like I said before, Red Gother pass is hard to keep going, but it's pretty easier for this time just because it's just farming pretty much. So he increases the stats of my allies by 10%, 5 turn stacks, max stat. Obviously attack related stats is gonna be a lot better for critting and all that good stuff, crit damage, crit chance. But Red Gother just does regular attack and not like his Green Gother counterpart who does attack related stats. So obviously you can already tell who's the better one. Okay, let's see how this goes then. Using Red Gother, who's gonna increase my attack. Let's see if it's gonna actually work out for us. Is he gonna go for my ultimate? Oh, he's gonna be close to my ult, isn't he? Looks like Lost Vein's gonna be using the ult instantly. Okay, he's gonna crit. Yeah, see, he's not clearing out the first team off easier, because he would have got more crits from that. And Lost Vein's gonna use his ult, unfortunately. Unless, ooh, wait, this actually, nah, it wasn't. I would say I would have had the ultimate like next turn, but yeah, like I said before, it's just increasing my attack. So you want to use attack related stats, but you can use this Red Gother if you want to, or another DPS. It all depends on you. Okay, he's gonna attack. All right, so we got multiple attacks, and it still look like it's still pretty okay. Like, it's obviously it's not faster than Green Gother, but it's still fast enough. Like, and he resetted my Gother passive right now, so that kind of sucks. He's gonna attack, yeah. All right, that's cool then. My Gother passive reset, but it still doesn't matter just because I crit right there. But yeah, man, that's me using Red Gother. As you can see, it's slightly slower. It's really slow. Green Gother is obviously the best choice, but it's still fine. And I got a UR chest right there, which is kind of clutch, which is why I said Gold Dungeon is a lot better than book farming currently. Alright, so this time I'm going to try out the mono green team. Like I said before, in the other teams, you want to make sure that your main team has attack / your damage. It doesn't really matter if you're using Green Gother, but you want to make sure you have that. But you can use Red Gother, like I said before. It's just going to be a lot slower than using Green Gother. But for your Red Gother user, you can probably use Red Gother, or you can just use another DPS. I recommend trying to use either Gother just because of that attack related stats boost or attack boost that you're going to get just for having a Gother right there. Even though Red Gother can easily have his passive reset, but just keep that in mind, guys. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so let's see how this goes. It's gonna be pretty nice. Okay, I got a decent hand. This is decent, even though it doesn't really matter. They do the same thing either way. I can see going for the debuff right there for the weak point. And if I had UR gear, I probably would have just wiped them off right there. So it's kind of important just to have UR gear on your DPS unit if you really care about that. I don't know if it's gonna rank up my hand right here, but let's see. That'd be kind of nice for me. Oh, that's perfect. So now I can go in with a gold bleed card. Perfect. And maybe even a Shin weak point card, just so I can get rid of the mobs in the back. But let's see how this goes, because he does have a rank up and he will probably use that. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect hand for me. Is he gonna do that? Yep. Pow. Oh man, that's perfect for me. And clean like that. Easy peasy. As you can see, it was a pretty fun match. He did it pretty fast. Faster than probably Lost Vein was. I think it was faster. Or was, nah, I think it was the same. It was about the same amount. But yeah, that's me using the mono green team. Like I said in this video, again, keep repeating myself just so you guys can know. Book farming was only good because we had gold dungeon keys. Now that we just have AP, you're gonna probably have a better chance of getting more gold just going for the gold chest on half AP. Unless you're well and you don't care about half AP, then farm away. But for you free-to-play casuals, try to farm up, save your AP pots for gold dungeon on half AP, which happens like I think like twice a month. So keep that in mind, and hopefully you guys get a good amount of golds. I remember last gold dungeon I gained like about 100+ million gold, and it wasn't even that many hours I farmed. Like it was only like maybe a day because I missed a couple hours because I had work. So again, you can farm up plenty of gold, hundreds and millions of gold easily just on half AP. But again, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully it helps you out. If you like this video, of course, subscribe, comment down below, and of course like and share this video. But this is Marilli, and I'm out, guys. Peace.